you know, we'll kind of see. I think will probably feature a little bit more. I think certainly in episodes sort of 8 and 9, where we'll kind of see the evolution of him as he develops under Mourinho to become more of a key player for us as you know, as the season progresses. So yeah, and my other takeaway was, or the other key, I thought my other key thing to mention, although they kind of left it on we know where they left it, which was going to be a downer for episode 7, but it was obviously Sonny's injury, but which, you know, he gained that virtually at the beginning of the Villa game.
I know, that's incredible, isn't it? Yeah,
you know, scored 2 goals, and Mourinho was still like, he's playing.
Yeah, yeah.
The next game, he's fucking playing the next game. But Jose, he might be injured. He's fucking playing. Jay, was there anything that you had to add off of that?
You know, most of the emphasis was on the pressure on the medical staff and the players wanting to play. Mourinho wanted Sonny to play. I suppose the main take that I had from episode 6 was it was good to see the togetherness of the players after we beat Southampton. Mourinho saying, if you make a load of noise, you know, you can have one more day off. It was just good to see everyone together in that changing room, celebrating a really good win after, you know, Mourinho was trying to, rowdy them up a bit before the game, I suppose, where he was saying that, you know, who's won the FA Cup? I know you want to win the FA Cup. This is going to be a difficult game, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, episode 6 was good, but it wasn't as gritty as 4 or 5.
No, and I think it was almost indicative of where we were in the season just before lockdown, when it was just so dark and dismal. It was, you know, everything was going wrong for us injuries wise, and then of course we had the last game at home anyway, the Norwich game, in the FA Cup, and of course that's how it kind of ends. So,
we haven't started that yet, have we? We haven't, because I'm pretty sure. That isn't. We actually, episode 6 ends with us starting not the Norwich game. It's the Champions League game.
Oh, Red Bull. Yeah.
Actually, so they kind of the Norwich game becomes one of the clips, I think, for 7.
Oh, I see. Maybe I'm getting confused then. Yeah.
And it kind of ends with us about to start the Leipzig game.
Sure.
But I think you're right. I think there was probably only one game. Surely there's only like one game covered in that episode or whatever. That was.
I think so.
We must have had a really shit month. Let's
and it was a shit month. God.
So,
that was dark. Yeah.
Okay, so let's gloss over that then. So, Andy, I wanted to talk about you spotted an advert that you highlighted that I saw you tweeted out. So just wanted to cover that quick. I know this is obviously nothing to do with All or Nothing. It's just,
no, that's right. It was just something that
Spurs Twitter related.
Something I came across on Twitter, which was a recruitment job at Spurs. I just thought that's interesting. So I just put a comment on there to say whether anybody was interested, because there's so many experts on Twitter on how to buy strikers and what have you. They should apply.
I was totally interested in that job.
I was a bit actually. Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to get into football. I really would love to get into it professionally, but I kind of,
You'll have to come off Twitter, because you'll be the new scapegoat.
I can manage that.
I'd be fucking wasn't not signing anybody.
I'd be within the game, like professionally within the game. I can do away with Twitter. just bye, Jay. Just like, bye, mates. Easy come, easy go, son. Easy come, easy go. But anyway, no. Did anyone respond to you on that then? on the actual.
No,
tweet
not seriously. No one ever picked up on it because it was a bit tongue in cheek, I suppose.
What do you remember what the closing date was for application?
Do you want me to dig it out for you? I'll send it over.
I'm joking. So, transfer news. We're gutted because we've lost out on Callum Wilson that we didn't want to sign apparently.
That's right.
And
Ollie Watkins for a massive amount of money.
Who you did want to sign, but was massively overpriced, I think.
Yeah.
But
both gone to bigger clubs.
Both gone to bigger clubs, but I think the interesting thing, obviously, is with both cases, our fan base is. I don't know if they just split or they just like to moan, but they, when we're linked with these players, they're not good enough. Generally they're not good enough. You get the odd dissenting voice that says I'd like them, because they come from Exeter like I do, or
everyone piles in on them.
And then as soon as we don't sign them, then it Levy's fucked up again. Fucking hell, how has he managed to let that slip through the bag again? For fuck's sake, Levy. But
I know. How do you even know we were in for them? Yeah.
Well, no, obviously we were. It's in the paper. It's in the pan. It's been reported by all JJ Jet Set and all them.
That's right.
Dragon One.
Guards.
Dragon One. And
Dragon One. Cockerel. The Owl.
There was another one. And these are all just people off of Spurs in the community as well. Like Spurs community, sorry. I remember I used to be on that site about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And that's interesting. It's not going to happen now, but we wanted to get Alistair Goldon, hadn't we? And he used to be on that site, and I used to follow his account on that site, and he used to be noted. And he actually used to run his account on. I don't know if he's still on there, to be honest, but he used to run that account trying to give detail, proper, sort of journalistic feedback.
I bet that was useful. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and that's you could ask questions, and he'd go, well, actually, no. From what I know from the club and blah 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 blah, and it's this and that, and what my understanding is, and it's from that he started to build up his presence to get the opportunities through Football London to then to get.
I see. Yeah, that's quite good. Yeah.
So that's the transfer news stuff. Televised matches. So we're going to have all September free to watch.
Big shout out to Kat and Martin and the rest of the supporters trust.
I said that, and I can't remember. It's you know him, Jay, because he came and sat with us in one of the matches. Spurs
Stato. Yeah. Andy.
Oh yeah. Andy Rocco.
He jumped in to put me right about this, saying that actually that wasn't the case, and that it was that that the Premier League or whatever were always going to do it. They were waiting to see.
That's not how I understood it at all.
Well, that's not how I understood it either as well. So I just sort of said, okay, we'll agree to differ on that. But no, certainly, I feel it's certainly the supporters trust deserve credit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think they put a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
And interestingly, the people that are that hammer them are still hammering them, and they ignoring the fact that actually they've managed to give them an opportunity to watch these games for free.
I know, crazy shit.
I can't remember. I don't know who's put this in there, but there's talk of them wanting to start a new Spurs board or
a Spurs supporters trust this weekend. Apparently, it launches. Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's going to launch. Have they got a party going on somewhere? Because they need to get it done now, because you can't have gatherings of people anymore, can you?
That's right. Yeah, they'll have to social distance. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole idea behind it is because I think there's a raft of people that believe that the THST doesn't do enough in terms of getting the club to buy the right players. And doesn't do enough for the fans. But of course, you can't do that. No one's going to do that. Unless it's a fan-owned club, you don't have a chance in hell.
Yeah,
Why on earth would they do anything that you say about what players they should buy?
Anyway, I heard they're launching at the Soft Play Centre at Collier's Wood Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. So.
Well, I hope they don't hurt themselves. Then it's good that they're at the Soft Play.
Fantastic. Okay, lads, it's been a great catch up, a great review.
Yeah, it was good.
We're only slightly over the hour.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And we're sober.
Less raucous than Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not probably sober because I've probably still got the alcohol in my system from a couple of days ago. I'm only small.
You're only little, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I did sleep well that night though. Fantastic. it was a good evening.
It was a good evening, yeah. Andy was brilliant.
I must say as well, I watched episode 6 after the podcast, and when I sat down this afternoon to write my notes out, I had to put episode 6 back on to refresh my memories.
That's Big Chief for you.
Yeah, out of body experiences and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right, gents. So we will
be back on Monday.
Back on Monday, we have a first guest of the new season. We'll be reviewing the Everton games. So we'll be reviewing the Everton game from the men's side and the women's side. So Spurs and Spurs women happen to be playing Everton this weekend. Yep. So we'll have both games to review, and we'll have an able guest who will really help us from the women's side. So looking forward to that. So enjoy the rest of your week. I'm enjoying the rest of my week off, and we will catch up again on Monday. Until then, good night.
Yes, guys. Cheers. Bye. Bye.